What is up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trini and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time seeing this face, then welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. First things first, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I really can't believe it. Like, we really hit 1,000 subscribers. This is something I've been looking forward to like for so long. If you guys know, I started YouTube like ages ago, and it's just been that thing of like consistency, and then just boom, stopped. And we've never really seen so much growth, you know, because of that, and understandably so. But for it to happen when I had just been like, okay, I want to come back, and you know, I've just given birth, my child is a year now, and I want to come back and, you know, be serious, is really amazing. It just shows that God is there, and God is really like trying to show that, you know, you've got this, you've been doing this thing, you love doing it, so why are you playing? So anyway, our goals have changed. We are now looking forward to the next milestone. I hope that we can come back again and be like, 5,000 subscribers, 10,000, you know, it's gonna go up from here. There's no going down, it's going up from here. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that has taken your time to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, you know, to just engage on my videos. I really appreciate you, and yeah, thank you so much. Anyway, so for today's video, I am going to be talking all things birth, right? I've been like saying I'm going to do this video, but having a newborn, having a baby in general is just a lot. I don't know how many times I've been like crying, how many times I've lost my mind, how many times I've been like, you know what, this life thing is not it. Because having a child is just so, I don't know how mothers do it and act so well about it, act so fine and calm about it, because I'm not calm. Everybody that's close to me knows I'm not calm. I'm always crying like, oh, you know, it's a beautiful thing and I love it, right? But at the same time, it is hard, it's difficult, it's challenging. And yeah, to all the moms out there, I just want to say big ups to you, because wow, you guys are really heroes, you know? Like, we see it as an easy thing, but it's not easy at all. And I just want to say to all the mothers out there, and especially those moms that are doing it alone, listen, you guys are, can't even imagine. I have a daughter, her name is Lekhuleni Kiara, a beautiful baby, you know, a gorgeous baby that is just so loving, so out there, and just, she brings all the life, you know. I'm always calm and whatever, she's there making sure, you know. We call her Kiki, and she's a bouncing baby girl, man. What do I say? I gave birth to her on the 30th of March last year. Yeah, so when I did say I'm coming back onto YouTube in a few weeks time, it all went down. All those plans went down the drain. So with my pregnancy, everything went well, right? I was energetic. I'd like to say I wasn't gymming or anything like that. Like, okay, I wasn't gymming or anything like that, but I was very active in that. I was still going around, walking, doing that, especially on my maternity leave. I was not sitting down. I was always at the shops, to a point where, like, you know what, one day I'm gonna give birth in the shops, because every day I'm like, oh, I forgot this, oh, I forgot that, you know. So I was moving around there and there, doing that, and it was just, yeah, I was all as well. I remember my friend was gonna get married, and me and her were just praying that, Lord, please give us the 29th so that I can go to the wedding. And after the 29th, it's okay, you know, it's fine. Because I was due for the 4th, and yeah, we were like, please, Lord, just the 29th, please. Anything after that is yours, but the 29th, I need to be at the wedding. And thank God, you know, God answers prayers, because I was there at the wedding. I'll insert clips, because I was there in my heels, you know. I was there driving people around. I was not sitting down at all. I was supposed to be sitting down, because now I don't have time to sit down. So my water broke in the evening. Yeah, in the evening of the 29th. No, my water broke in the early hours of the 30th. Right, so I was sleeping, and I just felt like there's something like water that was coming, like, you know, like when water gushes out, but like you're sitting and you're feeling this feeling of like water coming, like there's something coming. And then I was like, oh, my water just broke. And I remember being like, we were so scared. I don't even know why we were that scared. My mom has given birth. My grandmother has given birth. I don't know why they were scared. But we were all just like, oh my God, okay, my water's broke. I need to get to the hospital. And everybody was just panicking. And what made me panic is that my fiance was not around, right? So he was around Joburg, but he was not around with me. So like, for him to come, meaning I'd have to take myself to the hospital and things like that. I just remember. But my thing is, I wasn't feeling any pain. I wasn't feeling anything. I was not uncomfortable. I was my normal self. And I remember saying to my mom, please, can I drive myself? The hospital that I chose was like 5 minutes or so away. So I was like, listen, I can drive myself. She's like, no. What if this happened? I was like, Mom, I got this. Don't stress. She's like, no. Let's go ask the lady next door, because my mom can't drive. She's like, let's ask the lady next door so that she can take us, you know. I was like, okay, fine. But I mean, because I think it was like at around 3 or 4 in the morning. Anyway, we go to the hospital. I call my fiance. Can't get a hold of him. Had to call a friend that's where they were, because they were working. And I said, hey, listen, please tell Mr. Mashapa that it's time, you know. And I just remember being like, yo, you know, and it was so early in the morning. And then they call him like, hey, listen, your wife, you need to get to the hospital. And like, basically, he ran. Got to the hospital. I was fine, no pain, nothing. Like, I was okay. You know, things we see in the movie, that was not it for me. That was not my case. I was hella fine. I didn't have any issues. I got there, they took my weight, everything, all is well. Got booked into the room, and all is well, man. All is well. Got my bed, had breakfast, was just chilled, having the time of my life in the hospital. I remember I was even like filming and like taking little short clips, because I was thinking I would maybe do like a giving birth vlog or something like that, or whatever, in case I needed the footage. And then, so I was sitting there in the hospital, and you know, they check to see, are you fine, what's happening, is your body well, how far along are you? I think when I got to the hospital, I was around 2 centimeters dilated. I hope I'm saying it right. And they're like, oh, okay, no, it's fine. You know, they just relax and everything. And they just keep on checking to see how far along you were going. But then, the thing with me, nothing was happening, right? And I think that's why I was not feeling any pain. I was just like, I got there 2 centimeters, and it was just not going up. Like, they came back, still 2 centimeters. Came back a few hours later, 2 centimeters, and they're like, hi, boo, okay, what's happening? You know, like, oh, I just want to say, right? I think I was in labor maybe the week before, because you know, there's these pains that you feel, and I think they're like fake labor or fake labor pains that you feel. I was feeling that the week before, and I remember actually calling the hospital to be like, hi, you know, this is what I'm feeling. I'm not sure if I'm in labor or if I should come to the hospital or not. Then they're like, no, I just forgot the name. I'll find the name for them. And they were like, no, it's fine. These are cold. Whatever. It's okay. Don't stress. And you know, they asked you, has your mucus plug gone out? And I'm like, no, not yet. And I'm like, and you know, once you're looking for the mucus, you keep on looking like, is this it? Is this, you know? And it never came. The day that I think I saw it was the day of the wedding, but I was like, is this it? I was expecting a little more, like something, you know. But then I was like, maybe it's not it. Only to find out it was it. And I guess that's when the labor started, you know. Anyway, back to the story. I went to the thingy. They kept on checking. Nothing was happening. They kept on checking. Like, nothing was happening. They had to call my doctor to be like, hey, sir, you know, nothing is happening, you know. And then he was like, no, you know what? Let's induce the labor, right? He's like, no, we're going to induce the labor. And the funny thing, if I may say, like, nowhere during this time did I see my doctor, right? Especially during the check, it was always me and the nurse. And I don't know if this is how it goes in all hospitals. I wasn't seeing my doctor. He was not there to check me, not there to give me any sort of advice or to say anything, you know. It was just the nurses, and they'll just call him and like, hey, this is what's happening, and he'd be like, oh, do that. do that, you know. Anyway, cool. They say they're gonna induce the labor. They tell me this is what they're gonna do because nothing is happening. And that's like, now it's like 5 o'clock. Remember, I came in the morning. Now it's like 5 p.m. It's like 5 p.m. and it's like, okay, what am I here for? You know, after they gave me that, after inducing the labor, hey, after inducing that labor, that's where I felt, like, I'm actually, I'm here to give birth. Like, I'm here for the real deal. I was like the pain, guys, like shortly after, that's where you start feeling the contractions. You start feeling, like, remember, all this time I wasn't feeling anything. I was cruising. I was like enjoying myself. Now it is the real deal. Hey, guys, you know, pain, ne? It's like, if I can describe the pain, I'd be like periods at like 100%, at 1,000%, you know. I was in pain, guys. I was in pain. I was in pain, guys. Like, I don't even know how to explain the pain, but you know, when God said a woman will feel when they go to birth, when they give birth, I felt it. I was in pain. And I remember, I think I stood for about 2 hours in that pain, just feeling the pain, and I said, nah, I can't do it. It's too much. So I asked the nurse that was there, and she was so nice, because all they were doing now was giving me balls and like these exercise thingies to try and, you know, get these centimeters to increase, and they were not increasing at all. So I was like, listen, I'm in so much pain. Can you guys help me with something? Like, can you give me something, because this is painful. And I think I'm still at like, what, the 2-point-something centimeters. I'm still not, you know, thinking. She's like, I think, no, at that time maybe we were like at like 5 centimeters. She's like, look, you've got 2 options. I can give you an injection. I don't remember what the name of that injection was. She's like, I can give you this injection. It will take the percent of the pain from like 100 to a 30, so you'll still feel the pain, but it'll be a bit better. I was like, okay, that sounds good. She's like, yeah, and what's nice about this one, you can have it more than once, right? Like, I can give it to you twice. Then the second option would be to have an epidural, which will take the pain completely away, but you can only have it once, you know. So I was like, me being the student that I am, even in that pain, I was still like, okay, that's fine, give me the first one, and then let's see how it goes. Because I was like, okay, if they can reduce the pain, maybe I'll be fine, you know. They gave me the injection. Guys, when they gave me that injection, I then became delulu. Like, I became delulu, I became tired, I became like, I was out of this world. I was saying things that didn't make any sense. My fiance was laughing at me, like he was taking videos asking me to say things, because he'd ask me this question and I'd answer something completely different. It was just a mess, guys. I remember not even wanting to talk, because I was just like, because he'd be like, babe, and I was just like, I didn't even want to explain. Explaining was just making me tired, you know. But yeah, you know what, mara one day anyway, that was that. After that, the pain was still there. The 30% was still a lot of pain. So I was like, nah guys, I can't. Nah guys, I'm just a girl, I can't do this, you know. So I asked the ladies, the new nurses that were in, I said, guys, can you please give me the epidural, you know. The ladies were like against it, like not against it, but they were like, no, you can do this, don't worry, you can do this, like you are almost there. If you're at 5 centimeters now, we're just trying to get to 7, don't worry. I said, guys, I'm in pain. They were really trying to motivate me, you know, not to do it. I said, I just looked at them and I looked at the time, because I knew they were leaving. I just said, okay ma, okay. After they left, the new nurses that came in, I said, ma'am, can I have an epidural, please? I'm not playing. And that lady, like, she didn't even give me a hassle. She didn't even try to motivate me. She knows how bad it can get. So she gave me the epidural, or they called in an anesthetician to come in. Anesthetician, I don't know how you call them. They called them to, or the lady to come and give me the injection. Once the lady came, horrible experience. The lady that gave it to me, though, it was, yo guys, I don't know how many times that needle is painful. she was busy like, oh, this, and this, meanwhile, she's busy on my spine trying to, like, oh, this is too blunt, this needle is blunt, no, give me that, no, guys, so painful, like, I don't know what it is, man. It was painful, right? And she just kept on going and going until she got it right. And then that's when the pain left, and I was sort of like now back to me and not feeling any pain, right? And the night is busy going, as you know. We are just sitting there, nothing is happening. We are sitting there, nothing is happening, and we are just like, okay, I guess. Before we continue, I just want to talk about my experience with the food, the doctor, and the nurses, right? So my experience in terms of the food, that was great, but not the best. It was good. Yeah, it was good. But nothing out of the ordinary. You know, when you're in a private hospital, you're thinking you want to be served these nice dishes. Nothing like that. The food was just mediocre. I was thankful that I've eaten, but it didn't even taste good. It was hospital food, you know, but I guess I was expecting a little bit more because I mean it's a private, but it's okay. Thank God we ate. The nurses were so kind. They were very nice. They would make jokes. They would tell you their experiences. They were really such nice people. So that was good. Especially because you knew you've got other sisters that are there and you know they're just being nice and whatever. But yeah, they were really good. I don't want to lie, like 100 out of 10. That's how good they were. And then the doctor, my doctor was okay, right? He was fine. But I will say he didn't give me the attention that I needed, right? You know, when you're paying so much money and you've been paying so much money and you've literally been like, this is my gynae, this is my doctor, you really want the attention that he can give you, you know? You really you want service, you know? I feel like he just took me as a number, you know, like, tick off, you know, like he really didn't give you the attention or give me the attention that I needed. I know the first gynae that I went to was a bit more expensive than him, was very kind and very like detailed, you know. He'd give you like a checklist, like if you see this, if you see that, do that. Here's my personal number, here's my, you know, he was very out there because he really wanted you to feel like, okay, he's holding my hand, you know. And then there was that support, you know. With him, he didn't tell me anything. I got to him and he was just like, okay, yeah, you came late, you should have come to me at this. And the reason I changed doctors because the other one was too expensive, you know. But he was just, maybe it's because he's a black man, you know. Black guys, they're just like, yeah, you know. They're really like, I don't know, they don't take us seriously. But yeah, he was okay. I mean, that's all I can say. He was okay. Even when I was in labor, I didn't see him. I only saw him when he was coming to help me give birth. Like I never saw him, nothing, you know. So honestly, I would change my doctor because yeah, I didn't get the service that I feel like I was paying for. Anyway, back to the story. At about like early morning, yeah? Hi, I feel like my times are wrong. Was it the 29th of the wedding, right? 30th. When did I give birth? And hey, now I'm lost now, guys. Or did I get there on the 28th? And then, guys, I can't even remember the dates. I'll write them down. But you get what I'm saying, right? So early in the early hours of the morning. No, it can't be early hours. I think it was in the evening. I can't even remember when I gave birth. Yo, guys, I've been through it. Can't even remember. Anyway, so early hours or late in the evening of the evening, I just see the nurses coming in like, listen. Oh, let me just mention that the heart rate monitor kept on beeping for so long, and they kept on trying to check it of the baby, you know, trying to check it and be like, you know, let's see, maybe it will go down, maybe, you know. Nothing, didn't go down. So that was a bit of like a problem, you know. But they were like, okay, let's just monitor it and see. After a few hours, they were like, you know what, I just saw these ladies coming in like, hey, emergency C-section, because the heart rate is not going down, nothing is happening, nothing, like there's nothing that's happening with you, you know, and we need the baby out, you know. I was like, okay. And my heart, right? And let me just say, I am a prayerful woman, right? And my family is a prayerful family. So at that point, with them seeing everything that is happening, everybody's just praying. My fiance is praying. We've got my pastor that is praying, my leader that is praying, everybody from church that we know that is close to us that is just praying. Because now we are like, no man, what's happening here, you know? So immediately also we heard the emergency C-section. My fiance calls my pastor, they like, let's pray. And we pray, you know, we just good, we're like, we're praying, this is going to be a safe delivery, do not worry. Because as much as, like, okay, according to me, I wanted to do the natural birth, but I was afraid of natural birth. That is the honest truth. Honestly speaking, I sort of wanted the C-section, but not for, like, I don't want the scar, but I just thought it was, like, I was scared of the pushing and all of that, because I've always heard it's painful, you know. I'm afraid of pain, if you don't know. But okay, once they said emergency C-section, I was now like, so it's like, it hit me like, yo, emergency C-section, guys, this might be a problem, this and that. Like, you start, you know, being afraid and things like that. And then that's when my doctor came in. He's like, yeah, he said you wanted to be a woman, you felt it, you experienced it, right? Now it's time. We tried, it didn't work, so let's go. I'm like, sir. Anyway, we do the emergency C-section, and they take me out, we go into the operating room, and yeah, that was quick, I guess. It felt like hours, you know. And I'll just explain how it was. It sort of felt, you're numb. Oh, they had to call in another anesthetician to come and give me another epidural. So what they did, right, he came in, he had to then take out the one that was already in me. I don't know how they do that, because he had to give me, I think, an injection to take that out, and then give me another one to thing, because he was like, he's not sure what dose they gave me and all of that, so he wants to do his own. And I was like, okay, cool. He was nice, much better than the first doctor, because the first doctor was hardcore. He was nice, he was sweet, also holding my hand all the way. In the operating room as well, you know, they explain, if you feel like the epidural is like going up, then you need to tell me. Like, if you start losing your senses, the side going up, you need to tell me. It needs to go down, you know. And he was just there sitting, are you okay? Are you fine? I mean, even though I was vomiting, like I was feeling nauseous, I wanted to vomit, he was there all through the way, and I just appreciate him so much. May God bless him. Yeah, but I mean, as much as you don't feel anything, you still feel the tugging and the pulling, and you just like, you know. And you sort of lose your mind, because I remember saying to my fiance, my fiance was putting on his scrubs, right? And then I remember saying to the anesthetician, where's my fiance? He's gonna miss the birth. And he's like, no, but he's here. He has been there all the time, you know. Yeah, pregnancy, I know. Anyway, so yeah, we gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and I was just so excited. The love, guys, I cannot explain. Like, if I had to do pregnancy again, it's because of that moment. Because you start, like, you know, this person that you've had a relationship with inside that you couldn't see is now out, and you get to like experience them and hold them, and it's just a beautiful moment. And in them doing the whole mouth, when the child was not dressed and they put them on you, such a beautiful moment. But yeah, that was that. Anyway, so I went home. I think 3 days after, I was sitting in the hospital with my baby, the beautifulest time ever, even though the baby was crying. And my mom and my family would come and see me. It was just beautiful. You know, it's like having a new toy. That's how nice it was. 3 days later, I was discharged, went home, and I was so paranoid. I was one of those paranoid mothers, like, don't give my baby this, no, don't do that. And you know, when you get home, it's different now. Everybody's like, no, do that. I was so paranoid. I didn't want to hear anything. Anyway, you know how they tell you, do not bath with the C-section, but you can take a shower. Don't do that. So I was doing the C-section. That's how I was taking care of it. But because of my doctor, remember I told you how my doctor was. He never told me, like, he was like, after 3 days you can bath, it's fine. but you can take a shower, so you can't bath for the first 3 days, you just wipe, and then for the 3 days, after the 3 days, you can then shower. But he didn't say like he didn't say anything about cleaning it. He just said water with salt. That's it, nothing else. Water with salt. So now I'm like, okay, cool, that's what I was doing. But because he gave me half information, I remember when I went to him after 7 days, like, oh, the one part is healing, just the side is still not healed a bit, but they took out the dressing, you know. It's like, yeah, it's healing well, all is well. Only to find out nothing is healing well. Nothing is healing well. On the Monday, because I think, no, I saw him on was it a Monday? It can't be a Monday. But anyway, so they checked it on the Monday. Yes, they checked it on the Monday and they said it's fine. On the Wednesday, right, I was admitted. I had to go to the hospital because it was leaking, right? My scar was leaking. It was dripping this liquid that I couldn't understand. And how did I know? I just felt on my panty, it was wet. I was like, what's happening? And then when I checked and I called my mom to come and check, it was literally dripping. You know, like a pipe that's like left open, it just goes cloop, 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 dripping down my legs, you know. So we called the thingy. I called because there's a number. I called them and I said, listen, this is what's happening at the hospital. Do you think I should come in? They're like, yeah, definitely you should come in. I went, the worst pain of my life. Yo, guys, yeah, don't keep birth, man. I went into casualty, and when I got to casualty, that doctor, well, maybe that doctor was angry. The doctor gave, he squeezed the water out. He was squeezing it. Guys, the worst pain. Imagine a scar that is fresh and is being squeezed out, taking out all the water. It was the pain. I can't even describe the pain. And then only after they want to give me Panados, like painkillers. Like, why not give it to me first, you know? But then he was like, no, you know what? It looks like there's a word for it. I can't remember. But like, there's something happening here, so you need to go see your doctor. If it continues, you need to go see your doctor. But because they tried to call him, they wanted to admit me, but because they couldn't get a hold of him, they were like, okay, you can go. But if it happens, it keeps on happening, please call him by Friday, you know. No, he's like, actually go tomorrow, go see him. Like, okay, cool. Tomorrow I ran to my guy and I said, listen, this is what's happening with my scar. So he's like, okay, let me see it. And then he tried to check it. He's like, okay, I see. But because there was not a lot of water, because the casualty doctor has squeezed everything out, he's like, let's wait, let's see. If it happens again that it drips, please go straight to the labor ward and ask them to admit you. And here's my personal number. On Friday, Thursday I was fine. Friday again, I don't know what I was doing, I just felt it dripping. We had to call my mom, please, let's go to the hospital, pack everything, let's go. We went to labor ward. They called him, couldn't get a hold of him again, but he until sent him a WhatsApp and I was like, listen, this is what's happening, I'm here. He's like, tell him to admit you. Guys, that was you know what, it was painful, number one, but it was painful in terms of like emotionally. Imagine you have a 2-week-old daughter, you're a new mom, you're in hospital, you're no longer with the new moms that side, you're now still in the labor ward but on a different side, and your baby is crying. They don't want to mix your daughter with the ones that are just born, because your daughter's from, you know, home. They don't want to, they would be like, oh, we can't assist with this and that, or if they had to bath her, they'd have to come. Like, it was so painful. I didn't have any support. My mom would come, but like, obviously it's just for that hour. And we couldn't even take her home because she was breastfeeding. I couldn't even breastfeed her well because my nipples were also flat, and breastfeeding was also another issue. It was so painful. I remember being like crying because, like, God, I don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here. But anyway, by the grace of God, then they would give me antibiotics, like pumping me with them. And then the wound nurse would also come and check. She also wanted me to now keep coming there. And remember, these expenses just keep on going higher and higher. The wound nurse saying, oh, you must come, whatever, they want to add more. I said, no, guys. After that, I said, you know what, God, you are the one. This is in your hands now, you know, because I was healed enough. But, you know, she wanted to keep on checking. I said, Lord, you say you are Jehovah Rapha. They say you are Jehovah Rapha. So you can definitely heal this. I've seen you healing a lot of things. You've healed cancer, you've healed things that people say they can't be healed, but you've healed them, so you can definitely heal this. And by the grace of God, it healed. It healed our spine, and it was just the one side, the other side as well. So I thank God for that. Then I was able to go home with my baby and experience being at home, you know. And yeah, man, the other thing I want to talk about is medical aid as scams, because I feel like medical aid is a scam. You know, we pay every month and you think everything is gonna be covered. It really isn't. You know, I was there, the birth and everything, the emergency C-section, and that was like covered and all. But what I noticed is that they would add little things like, oh, you asked for this, add it to the bill. You ask for this, add it to the bill. The amount of like debt, I can say, because it was like I had to pay out of pocket fees that I had afterwards. Everybody was calling me, oh, you owe the pediatrician this much, your medical aid didn't cover that. Oh, you owe this. Oh, you owe Netcare this. Oh, you owe, guys. Like I was, you know, you're stressed and all of that. You have a new baby, all of that. The baby is crying. Now you have to be answering calls, okay, making arrangements of when you're gonna pay and such things. So if you do have medical aid, I do suggest that you also do like save up. Do not trust on your medical aid to just, you know, because trust me, they are a scam. They are scams, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Anyway, that is my birth story, and yeah, it was a lot of ups and downs, and it was just traumatic, but it was also a beautiful experience. And like I say, I would do it again because it was all worth it. It was really all worth it. But yeah, it was a lot on me, mentally, physically, emotionally. It was a lot, but I thank God for my baby. And yeah, every time I see her, I'm like, man, God, you are good. You are good. But yeah, that is my birth story. I don't know if there's anything I didn't cover. If there are any questions that you guys have, please leave them in the comment section. And also, if there's anything else you want to know, like maybe the breastfeeding journey, because that was a journey on its own. Do you guys want to know that? Give me let me know in the comment section if that's something you're interested in. And any other mom tips videos or mom experience videos that you want. I really want to be that go-to person for new moms, because I didn't have anyone to go to, and I felt like I was really lost throughout the journey. Everybody downplays, you know, being a mom, a new mom. Everybody just goes like it's fine, whereas people are going, people are struggling, you know. So do ask, and let me know. I'll make those videos. I am really trying to come back onto YouTube. With a baby it's hard, but I'm really giving it my all. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you so much. Give the video a like, comment, and just share with the new moms, with anyone that you feel like this video might help. And I'll see you on the next one. Mwah.